Hey guys, welcome to episode 8 of Sirganan's Feed the Beast 1.5 Let's Play. Um, Again, I'm up here on this perch that I built, showing off what we have done so far. I went ahead and finished off the redecorating the house, and I'll show you that in a second. We finished off the spawner there. We have, of course, our rubber trees and then our nether portal in the distance. Over there is where we have our mine, where we originally spent our first night. So let's go ahead and show you the house. Okay, so I did a lot of basically waiting for the mob grinder to get me enough bones, and a lot of looking around for uh, clay. And I finally finished it off. Okay, so I finished off the upstairs here, and this is the bleached bone bricks, and then these are the blood bricks. These are made with zombie flesh and sandstone. While I was doing that, I went ahead and did the downstairs too. Why just go half, right? Why not do it all? So I just did regular stone bricks down here, but here, this is it's quartz. It's let's see, it's smoky quartz, and it's the smoky quartz pillars here. And you, if you're playing along, you should be able to figure out how to make those. It's pretty easy. Just make the block of smoky quartz, which you make with smoky quartz. Have to dig in the nether, get some nether quartz, and surround it with a coal. They look really nice. They are directional when you place them down. Maybe I should put two in that. I have them upstairs. Okay, I did go ahead and make two more engines as well. And I turned everything off. I set it up on a lever, and then under here, I can show you. Under here I have redneck cabling. So that all controls it. And one flip, and all of them turn on. Now right now they're really low on fuel, so I need to fill them up anyway. But I turn them off just because I have this redstone energy cell full, and then I have a redstone energy cell in here that's also full. Well, a little bit off. So I don't really need those running right now. So let's figure out what we're going to do today. I think today what I want to do is I want to focus on getting a little bit of automation, a little bit of sustainability. Right now, the only thing keeping us running with our power generation downstairs is coal. And as you can see here, we don't have a lot. I have been collecting resources, but everything's manual right now. So let's get a little bit of automation. And I think the first thing I want to do is make sure that I can automate my power supply. Without power, none of these machines run, and I don't want to run out of fuel. So let's go ahead and start with a new machine, the thermionic fabricator. First I need a sturdy casing, which is bronze. So let's see if we have any bronze here in the system. I have a little bit. I think that might be enough. Sturdy casing. Okay, and then we're going to need gold, glass, and a chest. And I'll just grab a couple of wood here, a couple of glass, and some gold. And the glass. Thermionic fabricator. So let's go ahead and, since we're not, we don't really care too much where these machines are going at the moment. If we need to, we can move them later. Let's go ahead and place this down here. So, and there we go. Now that should start filling up. And what we need is glass. So we're going to put some in there. It'll melt, and what this will help us make, take the redstone out of here and get a little bit of tin. What this will help us make here is electron tubes. So we need 10 electron tubes, and I think we're going to need, let's figure about a little more than that. I think I'm going to go for about 32. If I have extras, it's not a big deal. We'll use them down the line. 28, 32. And I'll go ahead and clear this out. And I'll put the glass in here. And what I'm going to do, what I'm going to do is go ahead and give this a quick wrench. Because this will drain power even when it's not actually doing any work. And it might not be a lot, but right now, one of the things that we're worried about is power generation. So we'll go ahead and clean this up. There we go. And what I want is I need farm blocks. So let's just go with the basic farm blocks with stone. So we need copper, wood slabs, the 10 electron tubes, that's why I went ahead and made them, and stone bricks. Let's see if we have, looks like I have one stone brick. So I'm going to go ahead and get some other ones made up, and I will be right back. You know, it occurs to me that I'm always running to the crafting table, then back to the terminal, then back to the crafting table, back to the terminal, because I need to get items. Why don't I cut that out? And the way that I'm going to cut that out is I'm going to combine the two. What I need is a crafting terminal. I need an access terminal, a storage cell, which is a basic processor for Certus quartz and for redstone. So let's go ahead and get that. We should have a processor here. And for Certus quartz. And I'll just grab a little bit more redstone. One there, and there we go. So now we have that. We're going to need a access terminal, 2 glass, 4 iron, and a crafting table. Well, easiest way to do this, grab the iron that we need, the 2 glass that we need, and let's go ahead and take this, and take this. I know I could go grab the axe. But now since we're combining them, we don't need the crafting table or the access terminal. And so what we do, I need 2 more iron. Bet everybody was yelling at me, you didn't grab enough iron. 2 more. Okay. There we go. Now we can do it. At least I caught it before putting everything together. 2 glass, storage, and crafting terminal. And what this will let us do, I'll just place it right back here, is now we can still access all of our things. Now we can access everything from inside. We can craft right here, and then that clears it. What I was doing is I was actually cooking up a little bit more stone. I'm going to just start up the glass. So back to what we were originally working on was the farm blocks. So let's go ahead and look those up. First we need to bring up the recipe. Hopefully the AE system will let us pull it up here. We'll have the where we can type at the same time. So what we need is this here. And what we can do farm block, shift, click. And there we go. So it puts it in there. We just grab what we need. And we'll say 32. And clear it. So now we have those. And where do we want to put this? You know, I'm not really utilizing the space back here. So let's go ahead and do that. And we're go ahead and make it this level here. Let's go ahead and put it right here. I know, an axe. Okay. Okay, so 3 by 3, and then now we have to go down. And then one more. I may need more of these bricks. I may not need all that I made. I just did 32 as a rough estimate. Looks like I need 4 more. So let's go ahead. I'll go ahead and make those, and then I'll meet you back to put it all together. Okay, I went ahead and made the 4 more farm blocks that we need. So we're going to put them down here, and you see it went ahead and made the farm. So now this is a managed arboretum, basically a tree farm. Requires fertilizer and water. Fertilizer goes down here, water goes in here. It also requires power. Right now, we don't have any way to put power or anything else into this block. So what we need to do is figure out where we want it. One of the designs that I actually do like is a design that Direwolf does with his farms, and he basically, especially his tree farm, makes him self-sufficient. And I'll show you what I mean. Let's go ahead and we'll just dig this out here a little bit, so that way we can get around, work around under here. And I might even see where this goes to my base. Okay, looks like we hit the base here. Let's see where this comes out. Oh, 1 up. That's fine. Might be a little harder to get in the jump assist on. There we go. Okay. And I'll go ahead and cover this up so that way we're not disturbed. That works. And I'm just going to make sure nothing can spawn down here. There we go. And we're turning F7 off. So what we need is we need power, water, and fertilizer. We also need a way to get the items out, like the trees that it actually makes or cuts down, as well as you know, put more fertilizer in. So I think the setup that I'm going to want is, let's do water here, and for water we need a valve, and so we want this one here. Stone brick valve, of course. Let's just do it manually. And there we go. We have the valve. So we're going to put that back here. So that's where water will go in. What we want now is we want for wood and stuff to come out. And I think I'll use this one here for the hatch, which is this one right here. And it's 2 tin and a trapdoor. I did come prepared and made all this. So 2 tin gears and a trapdoor. And there we have our hatch. That'll allow us to interact and pull items out. And the last one that we want, I'm going to put it right here, is the power. And this will be the power input. So on our farm block, and it's 3 tin gears. So there's our gearbox. Okay, and for right now, I'm just going to scavenge one of these. This is what we will be using, so I'll just make another one for my power system. Right now I'm not running it anyway, so it's not a huge deal. And that goes here. So let's go. Oh, I turned it off. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of liquid ducts. Let me see if I have any liquid ducts here. I have 2. I might be okay with 2. So we have a liquid duct and we want an aqueous accumulator. Aqueous accumulator. So we need the machine. Okay, so the nice thing is now that I added this terminal, we can just go like that, and now we have one, and go like this. And now we have one of these, and then I think we have a bucket. Yep, aqueous accumulator. I'm going to go and clear that. Makes building a lot easier. Obviously I do need 2 buckets of water. Let's see if I had any more buckets. I have 1 bucket. Let's just grab some iron and make another one. So what this aqueous accumulator will do is it'll go ahead and provide water to the farm, and it'll also perform one other function. So let's go ahead and put it right under here. I'm just going to clear these 3 out. I'm going to put it right here in the center, and then our water buckets on either side. The nice thing is this does not require power, and you can see it's already filling up. So we'll go ahead and do our liquid ducts, and those are filling up, and there we go. Now what will happen is it'll fill the water here for the steam engine, and it'll also fill the water for the farm. So now all we have to do is supply the steam engine with something to burn, and it will go ahead and create the energy we need for the farm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get everything we need to make this automated, and I'm also going to clean up the upstairs where the farm is, make sure that the land is flat and ready to be used. And I will meet you back down here when we're ready to get everything started. Okay guys, we have everything that we need except for one thing. I went and got some apatite, and what we need is some fertilizer. And we need this stuff right here. So let's go ahead and tell it that we want it to make a stack's good for right now. So we have a stack of fertilizer. I'm gonna take just one, and let's go downstairs. Okay, I did go ahead and remove the block on the bottom and the top just to make it easier to get back here. I also moved the hatch from right here to right here, and I'll show you why. So first thing we want is move all this down. We want to go ahead and run this ME cable. Oop, that's not what I wanted. ME cable. We want to run the ME cable back, so that way our farm's connected to our ME network. And we're going to do an import bus right here. Okay, so that should import stacks at a time. That should import anything that's in here that can be pulled in. Okay, we also want to put the export. We're just using a basic and cable. So now what we're doing is we tell the export to export fertilizer. So now if you watch, it should just start filling up with fertilizer. Sweet. So now the last thing that we need to do is we need to put an export right here. Now I'm not going to configure this just yet because I don't have any wood to run with it. But what I will do is put a little bit of coal in here, and we need a redstone signal. Let me go ahead and don't have an extra. Nope, don't have an extra lever or anything. Let's see if there's a lever in here. There we go, a couple of levers. And that should ignore redstone signal. Last thing we need is just place. Oh, I'll make it nice. Place a block down. Put a lever on it. And give it power. So now that should start cooking this. What that'll do is this steam engine will start up, and then it'll start providing power here. Once this power starts going, then we should see it start to move the dirt. Oop. And let's go outside and we can check. Okay, and I did go ahead and finish off the base down here. So this, now the power is starting, and there we go. The dirt's starting to be placed with the fertilizer. Obviously it's using up a little bit of fertilizer. And the power is still ramping up. So this will move a lot faster once that power is moving steadily. So let's go ahead and we'll let this go ahead and finish. Obviously it's going to take a little while. And then we'll start producing some trees. Now the plan is, inside here, the plan is to start using wood so that I'm not using all my coal to run these 3 steam engines here along with this steam engine here. Right, that's why I put the export bus, because once we start getting wood, if we can click on this here, once we start getting wood, then what we'll be able to do is start pumping it into here. So it looks like it's putting out 1.6, but it doesn't look like this is really doing anything. I wonder if that is enough, or if it... we'll give it a little while, see what it does. This hasn't heated up like these have, where it's going that fast. So we'll give it a little while to go ahead and heat up, and we'll see how the farm runs. Looks like it's starting to work. It's just taking a little while. Okay, as you can see, this is nice and heated up now. It's moving really quickly. Look at how much faster that moves. And if we look in here, it's using up the dirt pretty steadily now. I mean, it's really cooking. So let's go ahead and check it outside. And yeah, it's almost done. It should finish this off pretty quickly and start planting the trees. So we'll just make sure that it starts planting the trees here, and we should have a working tree farm. We'll go ahead and get a good view from up here. It's not the biggest. It's the smallest tree farm that you can actually make. But at this point, I don't need a huge one, and I can always make it bigger. You know, we can always expand it, make it bigger, make it spread out a little more. Why are you not planting the saplings? Do these need to be over here? I don't. There we go. I guess they did. So now all the saplings are going down. Obviously, I didn't have that many. So what we can do is, just to give this a little boost, let's go ahead and I should have, not a lot, but I should have some bone meal. Okay, a little bit. I do have quite a few bones, though. I have been doing some mining, so I've been cooking up a lot of the metals that I get. And then let's go ahead and get this, get a few trees started up here. See if we can get this running for us. There's one. I don't think it's gonna work with that one there, but it should chop it down here. There it goes. So it's chopped down. The leaves will decay, and it'll go ahead and grab the saplings, the apples, things like that. So let's see. No, let's see if there we go. And so it's getting apples, and those are getting pulled in. There we go. And I went and planted some more. Let me just manually see if it'll let me move those. Nope. Oh, there we go. There's one. So we're going to get that one. Should get a couple more saplings. Now, while that's doing its thing, trying to get some more saplings, let me show you what changes I made to the mob spawner. It wasn't working as well as I was hoping. Probably because it's in the overworld here and not in a void age. But if you look now, I am getting quite a bit. Mostly rotten flesh and bones, and there's a reason for that, and arrows. Now, I am getting some creepers spawn and some spiders. I actually just made it so that I will get more spiders here in the near future. What I've been doing is I actually went and found a couple of spawners, which you can actually pick up with your gravity gun. And I went ahead and put a cave spider spawner. I don't really want to go in there, just because they're all spawning. But I did put a cave spider spawner, a zombie spawner, and a skeleton spawner. And whoop, let's stay back here. And what I'm doing is I built this little ledge. Okay, that puts me close enough to the spawners so that they're going to spawn, but it doesn't put me in harm's way. For the most part. Ah. Okay, I actually might close that off. I don't actually need to see them, and it looks like they're getting out anyway. So, what I've been doing is whenever I go AFK, you know, just waiting for something, I'll park myself up there. Now, I haven't done it since I got the spider spawner, which obviously, you know, creates a little bit of an issue with the spiders. So let's go ahead and close this off, so that way the spiders aren't killing us. And of course there's one sitting right there. Let's see if we can get him from here. There we go. And what I'll do is I'll just close this. Oop, did I put down too many? Where did that other one go? Okay, so that's not a problem. And I'll just close this off right here. Now, oh, that's where it went. So now I have this little cubby area. I'll go ahead and just make it nice and neat right here. So that way I just have this one little area to stand in. It's close enough to the spawners so that they're spawning, but now I'm not in harm's way, because they still can't get to me. And if we go down here, we should see lots of stuff showing up. More string than when we originally checked. The nice thing is these miniature red hearts, which I can use. Let's see here. I believe for these heart canisters, which require a miniature red heart, an empty canister, which is just some aluminum, which I can make the ingots through the smelter that I have downstairs. I'm gonna need some diamonds, so I'm not ready to make those yet, and necrotic bones, which I need to get from the wither skeletons in the nether. Okay, so it looks like the tree farm is starting to do really good, actually. Let's go ahead and help it along here just a little bit. Let's start with this end. And get another one there, and another one there, another one there. I don't think I'll be able to get any more right this second. Nope, can't get that. But if we go look now, actually, I should be able to just access it from here. I'll put some of my bone meal back. Keep out about 7. So if we look here, now we should start having wood come in. Okay, so what I want is I want the wood to actually power the farm. Now, that's why I was saying it's self-sustaining, is because now that I have this going, I want basic export wood. Oops, let me pick that back up. And I'll take out the coal. So now it should just start pumping wood into here, and it'll burn that. So that'll keep the farm going. So now, the only thing that we need to worry about at all is going to be the fertilizer. Which, if we look here, you can see it's still only used 1 fertilizer in the whole time that it's been doing this. So it's not going to take a lot of fertilizer, and as you can see, I have quite a bit of appetite. So I can easily make more fertilizer, which is something that when I get into auto crafting, I do plan on having the system make itself, so that way when it needs some, it can go ahead and make it. Let's see. Oh, I want to turn this off. Let's just put this in here. Let's see if I can get a couple more trees just to get it going. Nope, doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to get very many. Nope. Okay, that's fine. It should start building up a surplus of wood here once it fills up that engine downstairs. And again, what I'll do is I'll connect up my other engines so that way they're using wood as well instead of the coal, because they don't burn through it fast, but they do semi quickly. I mean, it's already looks like these are already just basically getting empty. And I have been using more power, mainly because of the fact that I have been running around mining, smelting, and cooking things up using the machines, basically. So I'll go ahead and let this run for a little while, see if we can get some more wood. I'll go ahead and hook these up off camera. Basically, I just need an export bus. Unfortunately, because of the fact that we have the redneck cable on the bottom, and we have the liquiducts on the back, the only place that we can really put the ME cable for the export bus is right here in front. Unless we space them out, and then we're having more room, but then obviously we're using more space. So I think what I'll do is I'll put them right here in front, probably coming up from the ground here, and then I should be able to, when we get to that point, put covers on them, or facades. and that way they're just be nice and concealed. So I'm going to go ahead and wait for that to get a little bit more wood, convert my system over so that it starts using wood, and we'll see what else we can do with the other products that it makes. And with that, I think we need to wrap it up. The tree farm is going in full force. You can see that we are now getting some wood, some saplings, and some apples. Um, we have a nice system up here. We have the power generation downstairs and the tree farm out there. I will go ahead um, and get ready. The next episode, what I'd like to do is I'd like to do more applied energistics, more things where we can get 100% automation, like setting up a pulverizer and an electronic or a powered furnace that will import our ores and pulverize them and then cook them up. Um, so with that, I will see you guys later.